Hey everyone, it's Sarah and welcome to What You Making Wednesday, where every Wednesday we make something absolutely delicious. This week we're gonna try stuffed monkey bread. I've never made monkey bread before, so we're going to give this a shot. What you're gonna need is you're gonna need a bundt pan. This is where you're gonna stack each of the balls up and cover it in the gooiness. You're going to need, the recipe called for 8 12-ounce bars of cream cheese. I think that's a lot of cream cheese for the amount of dough that you have. So I just got 9 8-ounces. I know that's not the same number-wise, but I just feel like that's just a lot of cream cheese that would just go wasted. A cup of white sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a cup of walnuts. I already purchased the chopped walnuts so I wouldn't have to chop it myself. 1 cup of brown sugar, some chocolate chips. I got the dark chocolate chips. It didn't say how much, so we're gonna roll with the flow. A half a cup of butter, and that's 1 stick. 2 16-ounce cans of biscuits. They did not have any brand name biscuits, so I had to go with one that was on sale, which was perfect. They were 50 cents a container, but they were only half that, so I had to buy 4 of them. I'm also going to use a cutting board to cut the biscuits, and I have a plate just so that I can cut and put the cream cheese, like do it on that, maybe, I don't know. And you're also going to need a baggie so that you can put the sugar and the cinnamon in here so you can coat up the little balls. I already have the oven preheated at 350 degrees. So what you're going to do is you're going to take and open your biscuits. I'm having such a hard time opening this granite. I really don't like that. If you like that, please leave a comment below because this is not fun. Do they really have to make biscuits like this? Really? I mean, really? Okay, we've got 1 more scary can. Ha-ba-diddle-diddle. So you want to cut your biscuits in half. Okay, so they're in little ball pieces. So these are the cut that I took the whole and cut it into 2 pieces, roughly half. I got another paper plate so that I can cut my cream cheese on and that it wouldn't mess up my cutting board, because that's what I'm actually going to use to press out the little dough balls. And it didn't really show you how to cut your cream cheese. I mean, it was really fast, like maybe 5 seconds at most. So essentially it looked like it cut 3 times down the length of the cream cheese and then cut maybe 3 times across, so you would get about 12 squares per little dough ball, like per little dough ball. You only want 1 square per dough. You'll probably get about 12 little cream cheese thingers. Take a dough ball and press it out flat and take a little, you know what, this is really big for, I'm actually going to cut these in half as well, because that's a lot of cream cheese in 1 little ball. So you're going to actually get 24. We're going to wing this. Instead of using this size of cream cheese, we cut it in half. The smaller piece is going to go in your little ball. And then the photo actually had 3 little chocolate chips in the little dough, in your little dough. And then you fold it into, you fold it so that it's all closed up. And we've got it closed. So I'm going to keep doing this until I have all of them filled. Oh no, I put a hole in it. I put a hole in that one, so I tried to fix it, but I got it fixed. You don't want to stretch the dough, you just want to push it down. And apparently that's what I was doing wrong. Again, this video made it look a lot less messy than what it was. What it is, because I'm still doing it. They showed that the chocolate chips just draped on them. I am actually kind of pushing it into the cream cheese. And then just kind of fold the opposite sides in, squeeze them together, and then kind of wrap the pieces from the other side up and over. So biscuits are a lot easier to put together, like as like an outer piece, So I wonder if maybe for like the homemade Pop-Tarts you could use biscuit instead of puff pastry, because those were really hard to like crimp the sides without the stuff squirting out, whereas this one, like, they fold over a lot easier. Yeah, it's a lot harder to close with 4 chocolate chips, just FYI. So I'm trying to work as fast as I can, but also trying to, you know, keep them kind of looking pretty, because the heat from my hands is really softening the cream cheese, and I literally just took the cream cheese out of the refrigerator right before I hit record. You want to move fast. Like, apparently I just want to take on challenges, because I am just not, I'm really not good at baking. And maybe it's the prep work into it that I just don't like doing. This is starting to get really messy, and like, in all honesty, yeah, you use up a lot of stuff when it comes to cooking, like a lot of pans and stuff, but it's just nowhere near as messy as this. But I do have to say, chicken's just slimy, and I've always wondered why I'm not vegetarian, just because of the fact that I don't like cooking meat. But it tastes really good when it's cooked. Oh snap. Oh boy, get in there, get in there, get in there. As a side note, don't cut all of your cream cheese at once, because they will start to get soft. I keep wanting to say monkey cake, I guess because it's in a bundt pan. And in a sense, I don't actually really know why it's called monkey bread. I guess because it's gonna have pieces you can pull off, and like monkeys, I guess, pull bugs and stuff off of other monkeys out of their fur or hair. Yeah, you know what, is it monkey hair or monkey fur? I would think it's hair, because if they're in the same, if we're in the same primate family as what monkeys are, then we don't have fur, we have hair. I don't know why I just talked about that. Okay, so once you finish, and I'm doing this in separate steps, because the video that I saw, you know, the little clip of, you know, what your ingredients were and kind of like, you know, what you had to do roughly. I mean, it wasn't like a tutorial or anything like that. You didn't actually physically see the person doing anything. You saw it's kind of like, I think along the same lines as what I saw in the Pop-Tart video. So in your bag, you're gonna pour in, as soon as you get it open, you're gonna pour in your cup of sugar and your 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. These are actually what you're going to coat in. You wanna mix this up so that you're gonna coat your little balls in. You're gonna wanna spray your bundt pan so it does, nothing sticks. Nothing sticks. Then it said to coat the bottom of the pan with some of your chopped walnuts. So this is gonna be like on top of your monkey bread. Take your little doodads, you're gonna coat it in the cinnamon and sugar. So you just stick your little balls into your bag. You can shake it around. I was sticking my hand in there and figured, you know what, that's a bad idea, because now you're gonna have to press out more balls with a dirty hand. Okay, so we have our first layer in. I'm not gonna make the glaze yet or make the next layer, because I'm not. Don't feel like I need to give you any explanation. I'm really getting lazy at this point. I think this is probably why I don't like baking, because it takes so freaking long. With cooking, there really isn't a lot of prepping before you do the actual cooking. Like, you kind of just start and you're going. This is killing me. This is a very large endeavor. People at work better like this. I mean, I think this would be a really good recipe to make, like, for maybe Thanksgiving. That could be a good idea. Why am I having so much difficulties with this? I know why. I usually get cream cheese in a tub, not a block. Well, someone's gonna get lucky. I forgot to put chocolate chips in one of them. Baking is a lot of work, so kudos to the bakers out there that do this every day for a living. Focus, the end is in sight. Yeah, there's no need for all of the cream cheese that they said to get. I didn't even get all the cream cheese that they said to get, and I still have a shit ton left. We have now filled up all of our balls. All of our balls are full. So I'm using it in my good old-fashioned pink bowl. So you're gonna add your cup of brown sugar. You're gonna add a stick of butter to your bowl with your 1 cup of brown sugar. This is very hard to do with one hand. Okay, 1 stick of butter into your 1 cup of brown sugar, and it said to microwave for 70 seconds. So it's not really, I mean, it didn't say how long you had to stir it, but it turned into like a brown mixture. My butter didn't exactly mix in with it. I mean, it did, but not fully. Do I have to mix it more? This is one thing I don't like about these videos. They don't tell you anything at all. Like, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna sit here and mix it until it looks like what it did on the video. Okay, 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 and it may be because the butter was too hot, but it's like a brown caramel-esque thing that's going on here. So you're gonna want to spoon this into your little hot. I did about half. Couldn't really tell you what half was. And it said to add more walnuts. So, adding more walnuts. Now you're gonna dust the last set of balls. It's now getting to the point where the balls are starting to stick together a lot more. And that could be because the biscuit dough is now becoming closer to room temperature. I'm guessing. I don't, again, bakers out there, please let me know if I'm wrong. Okay, my last handful of balls are in. I'm gonna try to make sure that these are, like, fill in. Last ball. Okay, and you're gonna put in your last, drizzle on your last amount of glaze. And I'm gonna add the last bit of walnuts. Okay, so, whoa, this got heavy. So we've got our bundt pan filled. It's got the glaze and the walnuts and everything in there. And then it says to bake it for 30 to 35 minutes. Oh shit. This is probably why I don't bake, because I don't use a timer. I just don't understand why I forget this stuff. It says we have 2 minutes left, but I took a peek at it and they might not be done. 1 minute. It's done. We're gonna put it for another 2.5 minutes. That'll be right in the middle of the 30 to 35. I think it'll be perfect. Hopefully this tray is big enough, like tall wise. I think it's big enough width wise for it, because I am taking this into work tomorrow. Hopefully it's good. It smells good. Okay, you can start to smell the cinnamon. And it's not just because it was on my hands. I'm tired of waiting. Thank you. I was gonna show you guys, but it's 1, hot, because it just came out of the oven. 2, because it's still hot, it's bubbling and I don't want to spill that on myself and burn myself. So I'm gonna let it cool, which granted is what it said, is to let it cool. And then we're going to attempt to transfer it over into this. I'm getting impatient. How long is cool? 10 minutes. Don't feel like cleaning this up tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it because it is almost 1:50 in the morning. I usually go to bed at 2:30, so we're getting close to bedtime. I'm usually laying in bed at this point. Yeah, that's so hot. Granted, it's only been 3 minutes. This whole waiting thing is not working. Okay, so we are at our 10 minutes, so we're gonna flip it over into, the monkey bread. So I might not have let it cool fast enough, but this makes it easy for transport to work. The mine didn't actually stay in the bundt cake form like it did online, apparently. Mine never looked like what they do in the videos, but I am gonna taste it. actually really good. The cream cheese is really hot, but it kind of reminds me of like almost a cheesecake, but not cheesecake. But overall, it's really good. It's really creamy on the inside and chocolatey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below if you will try this, or if there's something else that you'd like me to try to make in the kitchen. I'm down for anything as long as it's not mushrooms. I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms. Till then, I will see you next time.